it's fun. Takes a little bit to get there, but it's fun. Hello, welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host, Khaleel Ward. On this episode, I'll be talking about Space Sweepers. It's a Netflix Korean action adventure. Um, it follows these four people. They're a crew. They fly this ship called the Victory. They're space sweepers. They catch debris in space and they try to make money. Essentially, Earth is dying, and a lot of the inhabitants are moved to this place called Eden. But everybody can't go. Just like in other movies, they only take certain people to the good place. So Earth is dying. Eden is not going to hold everybody. So they're trying to move people to Mars. And this doctor, Dr. Sullivan, he's this weird scientist who runs Eden, and he's trying to get everybody to go to Mars. He has this like tree of life, and he's making all these trees on Mars and stuff like that. So these space sweepers, they're fighting over debris against other people, and they get this package. It's not really worth anything, but when they open it up inside, they find a 7-year-old girl, and this girl, she was all over the news, and she's looks like an android. Well, she's an android, and essentially she has a bomb in her. So the crew is scared of her off rip. As soon as they see her, they're like, "Oh my god, please don't blow up!" And she's just like a 7-year-old. And then they try to ransom her because they want money. The main guy, Teho, he wants money for his own agenda, and his story is pretty deep. He has a lot of things going on. They show things that happened in his past, which affects him now. So he really wants the money, and then the rest of the crew, they want money, for their own purposes. Essentially, things go wrong, of course, when they try to make the drop off, and they start learning about the girl, and the girl is just a happy-go-lucky 7-year-old. She doesn't really know what's going on, but she sees the crew. They start taking care of her. She calls them uncle, and she starts drawing pictures of them, and just you see that bond grow with the crew and the little girl, and then you find out what the little girl is really worth, and it just takes it to another level. There's space battles and stuff like that, and it's action packed. When it gets to a certain point, when you start learning what's going on with this little girl and the crew and Dr. Sullivan, it picks up, and it's funny. Yes, it's in Korean, but there are some American characters, so they speak English. Everything else is subtitled, and it's fun. I had a good time. Like, it is a 2-hour movie. I would say that it's fairly long, but it was a good time just growing with these characters, learning why this crew came together, and just finding little quirks and stuff that holds them together. Most crews are strange, but they get along. Like Guardians of the Galaxy, they're all weird, but they get along. And it's the same thing with this crew as they pilot the Victory, and they're looking to do the right thing, essentially, at the end of the day, to help this little girl. And I had a lot of fun watching this movie, and I think it's something you should check out. If you're looking for some action adventure, you don't mind the subtitles, check this movie out. Space Sweepers is on Netflix. It just came out not too long ago, and it's a really good time. If you've seen it, let me know what you thought about it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Deuces.